the loyalty. He's so loyal, he's always first. What's up? What's up, big guy? Should have had this already, huh? There we go. Morning stew. Stewed beans. I like that name, stewed beans. Best notification ever. Are you even watching, Miggy? Shit made me tear up. Dude, don't be full of shit. Got you on the bell. Well, I like that, though. See, at least someone's got me on the bell. Fuzzy, what's up? Patricia, hola. James, as always. Jay Porter, the Johnny Effect. What's up, everyone? Welcome, welcome. Can't go wrong with McKinnon, that's for sure. What's the hockey looking like? You know what's funny is I talked about the 2 hockey games last night, and I said you can go like just the obvious chalk with Caulfield, Thompson, and Pavel, and they all scored. So if you just did that 3-legger, you would have won. My first time catching your live. You've cashed me on several times. Just want to thank you. You're welcome, Armani McKinney. I have a friend at work named Armand. I call him Armando. Psycho Truck. What's your Discord name again? I know you're a regular. I just forgot. Zach, morning. Price, morning. Trent. I know, Trent. I should go live while you're still at work, huh? So you can get through your overnight. What else is new? I know. That's why I'm playing NHL with MLB. Oh, do you do cross sport? I noticed I saw a lot of cross sports. Some people did Nick Suzuki and Suzuki on the Cubs the other day when they both hit a home run and scored a goal. I thought that was creative, to say the least. The Cubs are just tough to pick right now. So for those of you that didn't watch my video that I made last night, I've kind of, I'm evolving, I'm learning, even though I've been doing this for 4 years or something like that. What I came up with is, so the other day when I stupidly stacked this shit team, the Reds, in this game thinking, they're going to go off, they got shut out, right? And they were on a 7-game losing streak when I picked them, and now they lost this game, so they're on an 8-game losing streak. So I'm doing the opposite now. If I want to stack a team like this, I'm going to stack the other team. Now, the mistake I made yesterday is I didn't do the stack correctly. I did take Lyle and Wood, and they both hit home runs, right? But if I stacked them appropriately, like I normally do, I would have had Wood, Garcia, House, Abrams. I probably would have put a small unit on Young. I would have had Lyle. I would have taken almost the entire team, and when I do that, I also bet 2 home runs. So I would have hit Garcia and Lyle, and that would have bet. I mean, we would have made so much money. So it's all hindsight. I can say that, but with that said, right now I can't pick Reds. The Reds are just too dog shit, and I think a good example of that is Mikolaus started, and we normally target him, but I didn't target him. I had 0 Reds yesterday. I'm not going to target these guys as much as you think now. We have to change our thought process. And when a team is cold, for example, the Reds are cold. Yeah, I saw someone had $5 on Lyle for 2 and paid him $4.05. So obviously they won these 2 games. So they lost all these games: 9-1, 17-7, 1-0, 5-4, 3-2. So they lost a bunch of games, and they won these 2 with good pitching. They only allowed 1 run, but it is the Astros. And then they lost 10-4. Excuse me. Now, if you look at my Cubbies, they won 10 in a row. They were unstoppable. Well, sort of unstoppable. They won some walk offs here against the Reds, and then they got shut out 2 games in a row. And they've scored 2 runs in the last 3 games. Like, how do you pick a team that can't? I'll get to that. How do you pick a team that can't score? Like this is just like I feel like I'm purely chasing. You got to wait till they figure it out again because we know the Cubs are really good, but every single team will slump sometime in the year, multiple times, not just once. What's up, Zach? I didn't see you. Sorry. Montagni, Montage. I'll call you ZM. Good morning, Sir Steven. Did you see my win? I copied your money lines you sent. No, Trent. Did you actually win something? Where did you post it? Or did you text it to me? I don't see. No, you didn't text me. Missed 2 3-leggers by 1 last night. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's why I've been doing 2-leggers more, even though they haven't been hitting. I've been getting 1 out of 2, so it's not much different. They can wake up versus Richie. Richie hasn't really been that bad though, too. Like, I mean, it's not like they can. That's the thing. They might. We can always play that game. We can always say they might. And I don't care if you pick them. This is just how I'm thinking now. I'm just changing my thought process because there's too many times where I think the White Sox are bait right now. I only had Colson. I didn't have Murakami. I think Murakami's going to cool off. That's just the nature of baseball. Players don't. Oh, you're Steve Wright, pinky toe. Okay, players don't sustain hitting 15, 16 home runs in the first 30, 40 games of a season. They're eventually going to cool off. You know. And it just shows. Like we see it. What's up, Doobie? The goat is live. Jack, you're the goat. You know what's funny, Super Dupe, is if you just copied the picture and didn't see that I said Dodgers -1.5 for the last leg, you would have won. If you just completely ignored that part of it, the actual picture itself was the completed parlay. Well, was the winning parlay. It's just like I don't know. The Dodgers are just so dog shit, and it just makes me mad because they're so stacked. Tucker doesn't care. Teo's falling off. Freddie Freeman's kind of, you know, he's still a good baseball player. He doesn't have the power he used to have. I finally hit a little plate appearance walk lay. Oh yeah, I saw that, Fuzzy. Yeah, you had that $5 parlay. I paid you like over $200. That was nice. Able to join the live for a few. Good morning. Good morning. I'm like laying back. I need to lean up. Tristan, Mr. Edwards, welcome. Miggy, there he is. Miggy is here. Steve's right. Pinky Toes is listening. I like these emotes are funny. He's like taking notes. Appreciate the live. What's up, Henny? Henny boy. Wait, so Trent, did you do this without the Dodgers? So you took, let's see, one, two, oh, it's a 7, and mine was 8, right? Yeah, so you did it without the Dodgers. Look at you. So where's my $20 tip? Where is it? I don't see it here. You click that. uh, it's a nice hit. Well done, sir. I'm glad you won. See, you don't need to make $1 million on every overnight shift. I think that's what I did. You money line with the Dodgers I sent. Yeah, yeah, good. Well, I'm glad someone just did the picture. King Timmy, there he is. What's up, Timmy? How the moist balls doing? Just so you guys know, the balls joke is it's an inside joke. It's not like literal balls. Don't don't think that way. We'll be thinking for the A's great weather. Yeah, I really want, dude. If you guys seriously, if you guys watch my second live, 99 cents. If you guys watch my second live, like, yeah, succulent, always delicious. I made so many good calls on that on my second live yesterday. Let me get the home run tracker up, and I'll show you guys who I called. All right, so I called Goldie. I called, well, obviously I boosted Wood. I already know that. I called Lyle. Of course, Lyle too. I called Jock. I had Yaz for his first home run of the year. I like Jeffers too. And I called that Duhar because he moved up in the lineup to the 4 hole, so I liked him. And then I liked Weatherholt. Obviously, I like Shea. If I had singles on like all my calls yesterday, I feel like there were more. Why does it feel like there weren't as many home runs? There were 35. I was hoping. I said yesterday that there could be 40, so I was 5 off. But still, a pretty good day, especially if you bet singles. Yeah, Harris. Dude, Eric Haas has been in the league for a long time. You guys don't get it. Like, if you don't know baseball, this guy's actually been in the league for a long time. Stats. He's been in the league since 2018. So he's been in the league for 8 years or 8 seasons. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. Wait, what? I can't do math. 11 seasons. So he's been around the block. Oh, I counted that twice. So 10 seasons. 2023. Oh, he only played 3 games here, though. He must have been hurt. He hasn't played a lot, though, recently. He's 30, 30. That's weird. Back-to-back years he played 30 games. He has 50 career home runs. So, and I guess he hit his first 2 yesterday. Oh, his birthday is almost mine. Mine's 12/15. We close. We close with the birthday. Yeah, he hasn't played much this year. There's a lot of catchers that have been in the league for a long time that just kind of stick around. Just because catcher's a tough position, they don't. You can't. Don't think of like their hitting. It's also how they call the game too. Some. Let's celebrate their 5th super on life. Wow, look at this guy. He's rich. Here's another guy who's been around forever. I don't know how this guy's still in the league. But, like I said, catchers just stick around forever. Christian Vasquez has been in the league since 2014. This guy is just invulnerable. And he plays a decent amount. He was in the Red Sox for a long time. He had 23 home runs in 2019. What the hell was he juicing that year? Look at this. He doesn't have a year where he had more than 10 home runs aside from this year where he had 23. Wow, that's crazy. I wonder what happened there. But yeah, some of these catchers have been in the league forever. Yeah, I like Rice. I like Rice. The food? I'm just kidding. Yeah, I like Rice today. That was a joke. That was a really bad joke. Yeah, knees of steel, exactly. And that's why. Yeah, I already said Volpe. I like Volpe today. Just because. Why not? You got to take him for the vibes. I think you should just take him for the vibes. His first game back in the majors. He's gonna want to try his hardest for sure. Lamar Edward, how are you, sir? Damn, I just got a 70% boost. It's the biggest I ever had. Dude, I missed those 100% boosts back in the day. That's where it was at. Let's see what I got. I think I have two 30% boosts or something like that. I have 25% for NBA 3-leg. Uh, Another, 25% baseball three leg. I have two 30% any event profit boosts, and those can be used on singles. So I'll do two single home runs for that. And I have a three leg for hockey, and I have a $25 bonus bet. They still do the deposit matches. It just depends on where you live. Every state, every country, every province has different promotions. Good to hear, Lamar. Good to hear. Good, good. Hope everyone's doing well. Um, Damn, McKinnon's minus 125? That's actually nuts. Honestly, the funny thing is, last game I was thinking of like maybe I should live bet him in the third period to score, and I just kind of blanked on it, and he scored late, and I said, yeah, that seems about right. So he does get a lot of empty netters. So it's something to consider is to live bet him to score in the third period because then you'll get better odds. I don't like these. I don't unless you're doing a parlay. I don't like the minus 125. New York doesn't used to cash my wins to zero and get a match to play house money. Yeah, if you don't bet for a few weeks, sometimes they'll give you. Here in Arizona, they were giving deposit matches like every Friday through the weekend. Well, you can only use it once, but yeah, running the vid, get that ad revenue. Thank you, Andrew. Yeah, I'm just saying, if you guys don't even have to watch the video, you can just run it and the ads will run. I'm estimated here. I'll even show you guys. It's actually kind of hilarious, but it's better than nothing, I guess, right? My estimated revenue as of right now, I don't even know when. I know YouTube only pays once a month, but $8.75. The thing is, it's doubled in one day. So it was like $4, and now $8. So I figure for 30 days, it could add up. You know, if this was like, if this somehow cracks like $200 or something, then I'll do like a $50 giveaway or $100 giveaway or something like that. If we can get like a reasonable amount of money, I don't know. I want to do something with it. I don't. This is just extra money that on top of what I already make. So like, and I don't. I'm not a multi-millionaire by any means, but you know, I want to give back to you guys too. I'm just having fun doing this. Yeah, it's coffee money exactly. Parker Kelly goal. Yeah, didn't he score last game? He always has nice odds. Cap should probably score in this game. They also, when I was looking at the live betting the other day, they locked his goal. You couldn't even bet it, and which was good because they saved you money if you were trying to bet it because he didn't score. Where's Parker Kelly? Am I blind? How come they don't have him listed? Oh, there he is, plus 700. All right, Sir Steven, have a good one. Enjoy work. All right, so obviously we like Judge and Rice today. If you want to do the old teammate two-legger, I'm not even kidding. Like, I have gotten Judge a lot this year when I picked him for a home run, but it feel like when you pick someone like him, he just gets walked 27 times. Like, this is ridiculous. And I get it. It's all part of the strategy. But he walked 2 innings in a row. And it's just like, he singled in the ninth. It is what it is. We have no control over this stuff, you know? And I see people talking about the this game, the Guardians game. I don't see a reason to pick from this game. I don't really like it. What's good, world of Moon? Welcome to the live stream, sir. J Mac Parlay, Ben Rice, Byron Buxton, Brent Rooker. The bees, the killer bees. That sounds good to me. If you like Rooker. Killer bees. Who else? Who would be like a top picks today? Oh, let me get that other site. Whoops. I didn't mean to take over the whole thing. And that's when I swoop in and take plate appearance walk Steve. Yeah, I was thinking about it last night. I almost live bet Otani for a walk his last at bat, and it locked before I could, and I'm glad it did because he grounded out. They had him at plus 600 for a walk? Holy crap. So, Trent, I don't take money lines if I do. My number one rule is never bet money lines in a player prop parlay. Like, let's say you take. Here, I'll make like I don't know, you can copy it if you want, but let's just say hypothetically we make one here. So let's take Max's strikeouts. If you're really confident, like Rice hit a home run, which I think he could, and then maybe like someone to get a hit. Let's say can you bet someone to get a walk? Mike Trout in Cleveland. No, Mike, I would advise not to bet that game. But if you really want to, you can take Trout whenever you want. Jose Ramirez, I can't. I've said this a bazillion times. Do not chase someone as cold as Jose Ramirez. There's no reason. Tatis, Ramirez. Who else is super cold? Dude, Jack is always asking me. And I'm not talking about Jack Man. I'm talking about Jack FJ890. He's always at me in the Discord. Who else is really cold? You do. Gunner's cold. Obviously, Ward isn't very good this year. Grissom is leading off for the Angels. What the heck? He did hit a home run yesterday. Oh, they demoted Zach Neto. They put him down. They demoted him. See you later. So normally I would take Grissom here, but I just don't really like it against Messick. But he did move up in the lineup. So if you're going by my formula, I normally would take him. Yeah, only you can only bet walks on plate appearance for on FanDuel, as far as I'm aware. Ellie's pretty cold. Blade is cold. Like all these guys are not hitting, and I just some of them you probably could take if it's a good enough matchup. Like I did take Otani yesterday, and I know he was cold, but the vibes felt right, so I took him, and I put more than a unit. I put $40 on him, so that's when you know I'm very confident. Kurtz is cold. I wouldn't even take Kurtz right now. I don't. I saw a lot of people on him yesterday. I didn't really like it. I don't really tell people most of the time when they take someone. I usually don't tell them because I'm often wrong. Someone messaged me a few weeks ago asking about Mickey Moniak, and I didn't like him that game, and he hit a home run his first plate appearance. So I'm not always right. That's just my opinion. Ward's been drawing a lot of walks. That's interesting. Yeah, Nito's cold, which is probably why he got demoted. The manager said, "We're gonna move you down and put Grissom up top." That's just why not? I mean, he didn't literally get demoted; he didn't go down to AAA. Like people are asking me about Wood today. He's okay, but he's facing a lefty, so it just depends on how you're feeling about that. Let's see what his numbers are off lefties. Where are we? He has 3 home runs off lefties and he's batting 214. So I mean, it's just not ideal. With that said, it is a good ballpark. It's one of the best ballparks for home runs as we've seen. Yesterday was very good, but it's just a matter of if you trust him hitting off a lefty. Um, let's see. Has Nick only had one start? He gave up 2 home runs. Yeah. Oh, that was the 10-0 game. So there you go. And he did give up a home run to a lefty. He gave up one to Alvarez. What's Dinzinzinzinzinzinzinzinzo? He's a righty. You can take Weimer. Yeah, he should play because it's a lefty righty matchup. So, oh, thank you, Funky. Sorry, I'm late, dude. There's no like rule to that you have to be on time or anything. Super random. He has more walks than Judge with less at bats. Well, keep in mind a walk is not an official at bat, so it won't count towards your at bat total. So if you've had 200 plate appearances, or I'm trying to think of how to term this, but it won't count as a plate appearance, a walk. So it looks like they have less at bats. Like if you get walked 5 times in a game, you're 0 for 0 with 5 walks. Damn, this guy is rich. Steve sent one Steve anytime gift. Oh, did you gift someone a membership? Who'd it go to? Ha, Moon. His first time in a live, he got a free membership. Sick. There you go, Moon. That's funny. Well, thank you for gifting that, Funky. Cal, dude, why would you take Cal? What were we just talking about? We were just talking about don't take someone that's super cold. Dude, Cal has had one hit in his like last 40 something at bats. The guy can't get a hit. Correct. The walk doesn't count as at bat. That's what I'm saying. If someone goes 5 walks, 0 for 0, you know, it doesn't count as an at bat, as a plate appearance. Bananas. I'm not taking anyone from the Cleveland game. If you guys take anyone from the Cleveland game, that's up to you. I'm not giving advice on a game that I don't like. Oh, let's complete that parlay I was talking about for Trent. So I don't take money lines in same game parlays because the problem is they bust a lot of parlays. Like let's say you take, Max gets 8 strikeouts, Ben Rice hits a home run, and Judge gets a hit, whatever it is, right? But you take the Yankees to win, and also when you do this, and you select the money line for the Yankees, it's negative correlation, so you're not going to get as much odds as you normally would if you just took the money line with like something with the Orioles, because this all correlates together. Actually, it's not negative. It's like they correlate together, so you're not going to get as good odds with the parlay. So this is what I would do, something like that. You can add on some other hits if you want. You can put Kobe in there, whatever you want. Like you see how much that goes up if you put Mayo in. The odds go up exponentially. Granted, he's only minus 140, while Judge is minus 240. But don't put a money line in a same game parlay. Don't do that. Somebody had them last year in football. They had the what's it called? What's the Bears quarterback? I'm blanking. They had the Bears quarterback to get a touchdown, anytime touchdown, so he had to rush in a touchdown or catch one himself. They had the Bears to win and something else. It was a crazy parlay. The Bears were winning. They blew the game. They lost. And everything, all the great picks he had, went down the wayside just because he picked the Bears to win the game. But he had it was like the quarterback to score, the Bears defense to score, and the Bears to win the game. Something crazy like that. And they lost the game. Now you had 2 amazing picks just go to waste because you picked them to win the game. which doesn't even really help the parlay, you know. So don't put a money line in there. Every 25 likes, I'm gifting a membership. So hit those likes. Do it. Do it. That makes sense. The risk isn't worth the reward. Exactly. I've seen way too many parlays get wasted because they put a money line in it. Oh, there's something else I wanted to test. No, I don't remember who it was. It wasn't Miggy. I can put music in the background. They have free music that isn't copyrighted. So I kind of wanted to like test it to see. Let's try Bongo Madness here. Let me put my headphones on. I want to know if it's like too loud or something. Like let me know. Whoa. That's definitely too loud. Let me change. Where's the volume? That song's kind of weird too. I know there's volume, but I don't know where it is. I know there's volume. I just can't find it. I found it yesterday. What the hell is it? Yeah. All right. Well, I'll mess with it later. I'll mess with it later. I was using it yesterday, and there was a volume control, but I don't see it right now. That's funny. All right. So yeah, Trent at the bottom. Don't. We'll worry about it later. I'll actually like know what I'm doing, so I don't look like an idiot. Or I should say off stream when I'm not looking like an idiot. Oreo, go outside. Just make you guys go deaf. All right, so the Orioles lineup's out. If you take an Oriole, I just like Alonso, but I wouldn't do it, or I don't really like it. Of course, the last time I targeted the Yankees when Max started, they lost the game. We on our way to the content top now. Yeah, we are on our way. There it is. It is on the bottom. All right. Who's your favorite Yanks? Ben Rice. I don't mind Grisham. Grisham did hit the other day, and he hit off a lefty too, so that's good to see. I go Rice. Um, it's hard to choose between Belly, Jazz. We are gonna give Volpe a try today, just because his odds are really nice, and it's his first game back from the minors. Where's he at? He's at plus 880. I think that's worth like a small bet. Give him a whirl. Thoughts on the ABS lay? What's ABS? Oh, Judge, Ben, Cody. What do you mean? Just to parlay them for home runs? I mean, that's fine. It's unlikely, but it's fine if you want to try it. I mean, I'm not really a big fan of parlaying more than two teammates. I'd probably just parlay Rice and Judge, and just call it. They're the most likely to hit. So if I do teammates, I like to do that. If you want to try something better or like higher odds, then you can try Jazz and Belly. I think that's fine. And they do bat back to back. So one thing Clamper and I have noticed is player if teammates do hit, it's not back to back necessarily, but it's they they bat consecutively. So Judge might hit one in the first inning, and then in the third inning, Belly might hit one, or Rice might hit one. So they're connected. We've noticed often they're connected when they hit, and I think it's psychological for the pitcher because they know like Judge hit one in the first inning, so the next time up they want to try to get Rice out, but they give him a pitch to hit and he hits a home run. So it's and that's just a theory. Doesn't mean it's true, but we've noticed a lot that they'll hit consecutively. Well, they moved Adele up in the lineup, which makes sense because they're facing a lefty. Also, the wind in Cleveland is really weird. It's blowing left to right, 17 miles per hour. So this isn't very good for righties. This could push the ball to right field, which is it's better for lefties, but both the pitchers are lefties. So I don't really like that. Three elites and two lesser known guys versus a shit pitcher. The formula is just getting really lucky. Five legger. That's the formula. It's just all luck. If you really want to think, if you really, what it really comes down to, it's just a lot of luck. Anybody on Salazar? No. Why would I be on Salazar? Yeah, I don't even know if we can call Otani an elite right now. Would you put Otani in a big parlay yesterday? That's the real question. What do I think about Perez? Perez looks good today. Yeah, Schultz, sure. Bobby, Perez. Rice, Cruz, Wood. Wood isn't a top pick today, in my opinion. I'd rather have like House or Mead, honestly, just against a lefty. Cruz also is facing a lefty, so I don't know. It's kind of tough to pick two lefties against a lefty in a parlay. Yeah, he's still elite. I'm just saying he was cold. Is all I'm saying. That's all. That's all I meant. I'm not saying he's not elite. He's just cold. I put $40 on him yesterday. He hit a home run. I'm not saying I didn't like him, but that was like a last second before the game. I'm like, you know what? I even told the Discord I think Otani's gonna hit, and he hit a second at bat. So you know